get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA.
A ticket to play for the NBA title awaits the winner. Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. From TD Garden in Boston, tonight, the Boston Celtics taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Hey everyone, with Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Celtics coming in. They have the home court here, always crucial in a Game 7, with the winner moving on to the NBA Finals.
Now look, I think both teams are worthy of going to the NBA Finals. But the reality is that only one team will prevail this evening. And the way this series has gone so far, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes all the way down to the final shot.
Nothing going here on that drive. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. Missed a wide open look. Screen coming. Walker to Hayward. Joel Embiid. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Over to the right side. Shot clock violation. Celtics come away with it.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker missed his first. That one goes.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Has a chance. Shot by Tatum won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Into the front court, it's Walker. Lead is 2. Going to launch beyond the arc. Sixers with the rebound. Simmons to Richardson. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Josh Richardson at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. To Marcus Smart. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Oh, Ben Simmons. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Tatum. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Sixers control it. Richardson knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Stuffs it down with authority.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Simmons into the front court. They trail by 1. And Boston has the rebound. knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Simmons with it. Down 3. Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Hayward. His first effort off the mark. Simmons with it. They're down 3. Oh, he had it. Joel Embiid pins it. Tough make through traffic.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Sixers have the basketball. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Surveys the floor. Walker. Tatum. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Brett Brown wants a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Jason Tatum swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Hayward. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. And the finish. Slam dunk.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Here comes the screen. Walker to Marcus Smart. Boston with 4 to shoot. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Knocked loose. Boston secures the rebound. Ball's controlled by Boston. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. Doesn't have the touch. No good. The follow won't go either. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Al Horford going to the line to shoot 2.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
Al Horford at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Off the mark on the first free throw. Oh, he missed them both. Joel Embiid. 2 of 4 now.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Walker with the basketball. His team on top by 8. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. Knocked loose. Harris to Embiid. Celtics have it. Lets it fly from long range. Cleared out by Embiid. Finish that.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
And draws the foul.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Jason Tatum, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. And hits the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Here comes the screen. Walker. Has a look. Can't connect. Gets a look. Can't hit. Walker into the front court. His team leads it by 10. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Screen coming. Give it to him. Kemba Walker. Oh, 3 for 8. He's got to do better.
And here's a next level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Tatum. Shakes free and hits. Brett Brown wants a timeout. His guys have flat out sleepwalked. It's been a brutal first quarter.
Yes, it has been a terrific beginning of the game for one team, but usually I might lie to viewers, tell you, hey, just get ready for the long haul. This team could fight their way back in. I can't lie to you. If you want to turn your TV sets off, please be my guest. You're watching the same thing I am, a blowout.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Walker to Hayward. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Marcus Smart. Easy path to the rim.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Celtics have it. Tatum. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Smith into the front court. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. And scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker, now 4 for 9.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Brett Brown wants a timeout. The wheels are off in this first half.
The most imperative, let me say it again, the most imperative thing for the team that is down is the first minute of the second quarter. You have to come out and dictate your own pace and physicality. Let that team know that that was the first quarter, but the second quarter is our quarter.
Simmons. Walker to Hayward. Walker to Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Short jumper stays out.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
To Marcus Smart. Nice pass to get things going.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Embiid. To Simmons. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Celtics have it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
And finally, play is stopped on the tie-up. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Desperation shot here from half. Knocks it down at the buzzer from half. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys holding the big lead. Now a steal by Philly. Knocked loose. Love the hustle. Sprawled out on the deck. Over the line. Backcourt violation. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
It's a big finish.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
To Walker. From long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Knocked loose. Celtics have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
To Kemba Walker. Hayward knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Into the front court, it's Walker. His guys hold a commanding lead. Curling inside, Walker to Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Goes to the right side. Boston with 4 to shoot. Hayward. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Joel Embiid. 3 for 6 now.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Hey, watch the screen.
Walker. To Jaylen Brown. Walker.
Make it tough on him. Make it tough on him.
Shot clock winding down. To Jaylen Brown. Beyond the arc for 3. It's good. And the foul. And he's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
The defender cannot be caught with his hand staying in the cookie jar. What I mean, contesting that pocket. You have to keep that hand going in and out, going in and out. Keep the offensive player thinking about where your hands are at all times.
Jaylen Brown with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 65% free throw shooter. You can count that one a 4-point play. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Jason Tatum sends it away. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Walker with the basketball. He'll run the offense. To Jaylen Brown. Has a chance. Count the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Into front court comes Simmons. His guys down big. Jason Tatum able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Here's Simmons with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play. 56% for his career. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Hayward. To Walker. Hayward. For three, and Gordon Hayward, zero hesitation as he knocks it down for three.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
Got it.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA Awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
First one, count it. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Kemba Walker. Tatum. He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
To Horford. Harris. Works it to Tobias Harris. It's rebounded by the Celtics. To Jaylen Brown. Fires the three, and the rebound taken down by Harris. Goes reverse to lay it in.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Walker to Jaylen Brown. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Jaylen Brown. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. 4-3. And he buries it.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Count it. And the foul. He's going to the line for a free throw.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he missed the free throw. To Walker. Ben Simmons. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Walker To Jaylen Brown. 5 to shoot. To Jaylen Brown. Walker. Snared by Embiid. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
To Kemba Walker. Here's a chance from long range. Still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play, shooting 75% so far tonight. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play, but it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Boston with the basketball.
Double team. Here we go.
To Walker. Fires the 3. And Kemba Walker, muscle memory put to good use there.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
To Jaylen Brown. Deep right corner. Nothing going here on that drive. To Jaylen Brown. Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. They don't want to lose this possession. Let's see what they can do with the jump. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Hayward. Here comes the screen. To Kemba Walker. Trying to cash in. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 80% in this contest. Count it at the line. To Hayward. Going to launch beyond the arc, and Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide open look.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
And finishes strong. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
To Jaylen Brown. Walker. Gets it in the left corner. Hayward. To Walker. No good. No daylight. Great defense. To Simmons. Jason Tatum. Tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Can't defend it any better. Kemba Walker misses. Knocked loose.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Walker. Curling inside. The screen sets him up for 2.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Simmons into the front court. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. Walker. Tatum. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Knocked loose. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 4 out of 7.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Jaylen Brown. Walker buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Cashes in for 2.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Ben Simmons has got 2 shots coming. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Walker to Marcus Smart. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. To Marcus Smart. Has a look. Smart shot, no good. Simmons, great look and vision. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Here comes the screen. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer, we are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Celtics entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Boston Celtics. The 76ers did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem.
Player of the half.
Tatum has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Walker into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Has a chance. Knocks it down from mid-range.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Jason Tatum with a piece.
That kick. Oh! Out there looking like the Dikembe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Hayward. Oh, had him going there for a second. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with this steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Walker to Hayward. Boston with 4 to shoot. Hayward gets it in the right corner. Walker. That's rebounded by Embiid. To Simmons. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it.
Maybe pace it right here. They got a big lead at home.
To Marcus Smart. Lets it fly from long range. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. Knocked loose. Simmons. Josh Richardson. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Nice pass to set things up. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Nice finish at the rim.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Simmons with it. His guys down big. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Tatum, that's off the side of the rim, short.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
Goes to the right side. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
To Hayward. Here comes the screen. Hayward. To Kemba Walker. He wants it at the rim and scores.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
In the paint, you need to finish, just like that.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker to Marcus Smart. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4 with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Now that's a contest.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. His guys holding the big lead. To Hayward. To Marcus Smart. Won't go. Simmons with it. Looking to make something happen. To Horford. And a throwdown.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Celtics have it. Walker. Curling inside to Marcus Smart. Walker. To Marcus Smart. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Not that time. He misses. Harris to Embiid. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
And strokes it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Celtics have it. Walker. Takes stock of the floor. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Embiid to Horford. Richardson. Josh Richardson. That's how it's done. He's 4 for 4 in the game.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Walker to Hayward. Tatum. Not that time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter. The next time, he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Embiid, good for 2.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Tobias Harris. Knocked loose. Richardson. Jason Tatum with the block. Make that 7.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
To Simmons. Can't miss those. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in, unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys. Here both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Into the front court, it's Walker. He'll run the offense. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Richardson. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Sixers control. Probing the defense. Walker. Kemba Walker. He's going to get 3 shots here. A career 83% free throw shooter. Misses the first. And he hits the second. In the front court comes Simmons. Down a bundle. Nice step through and the finish, Jay.
It's not a travel, Ed. You're allowed 2 steps after you pick up the ball. Now, these steps may be more east and west instead of north and south, but this is the new game that these young kids are playing.
Jay, they're so athletic. I would imagine it varies from official to official.
Or it varies from great player to great player.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. Hayward buries it.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
Boston with the basketball. Probing the defense. Walker. Over to the right side. Tatum. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. To Walker. It goes down.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. He's been a one-man show, but, Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
3 quarters complete. The Celtics own a comfortable lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Celtics have it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Here comes the screen. The screen sets him up for two.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Kemba Walker has a look. Wide open look, won't go. To Jaylen Brown. Walker. From long range. And Kemba Walker, muscle memory put to good use there.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Runner's good there.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
To Embiid. Oh, you've got to get that one to go. To Walker. Driving right to the basket. Beyond the arc for 3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Jaylen Brown. And scores. Strong take.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Richardson. Scores from the post.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Walker to Jaylen Brown.
Big pick right there.
Tatum. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. To Jaylen Brown. To Kemba Walker for 3. Look out, Kemba hitting the tough shots here.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Embiid. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Hayward. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Jason Tatum rejects it. And he stepped out of bounds. Turns the ball over. Time for some new personnel into the game. Richardson. Simmons to Embiid. Short jumper misses. Deep left corner. Fires the three. Embiid with the board. Horford to Richardson. And he's going to the free throw line.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Walker with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Tatum. Off the iron. No good. And the basket good at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Jaylen Brown. Straight on look. Hayward. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Well defended. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys down big. Kemba Walker lays it in.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Walker into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Tatum. That one off the mark. It's no good. Sixers have the basketball. They love this hustle. To Jaylen Brown. 4-3. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
Notice that the defense isn't giving him as much space anymore. They're crowding him every time he catches the ball and really getting into his legs defensively.
Simmons into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Here comes the screen. To Hayward. Walker. Deep right corner. Hayward. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Sizing up the defense. To Hayward. Here's a chance from long range. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. To Embiid. Off the assist.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Here comes the screen. the touch at the rim. Count it.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
To Embiid. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Walker. To Jaylen Brown. To Hayward. Fires the three. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Celtics come away with it. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. Knocked loose. Celtics have it. To Walker. To Jaylen Brown. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
And it's rejected.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Kemba Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. To Walker. Gets it in the right corner. Rebound taken by the Sixers. And count the basket inside.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Cruises inside for two.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Kemba Walker. Substitution being made in this one. Richardson. To Embiid. Lets it fly from long range. That won't go.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Jaylen Brown. Around the perimeter. To Jaylen Brown. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Josh Richardson at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. First one goes down.
I like that.
Able to convert on both free throws. To Jaylen Brown. To Kemba Walker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And Kemba Walker knocks it down for 3.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch. But great awareness by the shooter to get the
Shot at the buzzer does indeed go down. But it only affects the final score. This ball game is over. It's a victory here for the Celtics. They stand alone atop the Eastern Conference on their way to the NBA Finals. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
The Celtics have won the Eastern Conference Finals. Now it's time for them to set their sights on the bigger prize, the Larry O'Brien Trophy. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The 76ers were eliminated from the playoffs today, and I'm sure there are no words that can make them feel better right now. Making the playoffs can be considered a success, but that's probably not what they want to hear right now. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Assists.
The Philadelphia 76ers had a lot of trouble working as a team defensively, giving up the kind of assists that happened from poor communication. Tatum was the one making the playmaking possible, dealing out some great passes.
Player of the game.
Tatum gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.